We're joined now by ESPN's Mike Reiss. Mike, nice to be in here. It's
unbelievable.
A beautiful night. I wish they were playing tonight, but they're playing Thursday, and they won't have Ja'Whaun Bentley, one of their captains, for a while. Just your thoughts.
Well, we were in the locker room together, Dan. I was talking with Jabril Peppers and about the Jets, and he said they have two running backs that can run the bleep out of the ball. And when I think of Ja'Whaun Bentley, I think of, first and foremost, the run stuffer, right? I mean, the last 3 seasons, Dan, he's had over 100 tackles. So to take him out of the heart of the defense, it's a big blow for the defense. He's the communicator. Now who's going to have that green dot in the helmet? Is it Kyle Duggar, the safety? We heard Gerard Mayo, as a linebacker himself, say he's always liked to have the linebacker with the green dot because it sort of connects the secondary to the defensive line.
And Bentley has grown so much, Mike, in a short time. 3-time captain of Purdue. He means a lot in that locker room with this team.
I mean, and I'd ask you your opinion of this, Dan. This is his 7th year this year, and I felt like when he came in, he was more of a run-only player. But what have you seen from him, in terms of his evolution?
Sideline to sideline, he can cover the ball, he can cover the pass.
Exactly.
He's really evolved into a really good every down linebacker, and they're going to miss that.
And along those lines, Dan, really fast, leading into the Seattle game, I was doing an interview out there, and they said, tell me about this Ja'Whaun Bentley. Yeah. This is one of the best linebackers in the world. Feels that way
exactly. Too. All right, when Bentley left the game on Sunday, linebacker Raekwon McMillan was one of the next men up. The two players are extremely close. They traveled in the offseason together, and McMillan knows what Bentley's going through as he comes back, as he's come back from 2 season-ending injuries himself.
Where you been, your journey? How much do you appreciate every time you step on a football field right now?
Man, you don't even understand. It's times where I didn't know if I was going to be able to lace my cleats up again, but every time I step on the field, man, I thank God for another opportunity to go out there and do what I love, something that I'm passionate about. There's a lot of people in this world that don't get to do things that they're passionate about on a daily basis, and I get to do it every day here in New England, so it's a blessing, and I don't take it for granted at all.
Yeah, and Mike, we've heard it time and time again. This is a next man up situation on every team, but this is kind of an interesting one if McMillan can stay healthy.
Yeah, you mentioned those two guys are tight. They're lockers in the locker room right next to each other. They're always talking to each other. He's similar build as Ja'Whaun Bentley, 6'2", 250 pounds. He's played in 61 career NFL games. He's an 8-year veteran with 33 starts. Came into the league as a second-round pick out of Ohio State with Miami Dolphins. So he has the pedigree. It's for him, it's always been, like you said, Dan, could he stay healthy?
Well,
big opportunity.
He said to me, too, I said, how much do you appreciate every time you step on a football field after all you've been through? And he said, yeah, it means the world to me when he gets out here. So that's one situation. How else do they cover up for Bentley, Mike, on defense, especially against Aaron Rodgers and the Jets?
So I think it's hard. I don't think this is like a one-for-one player, Dan. And I think the thing that I heard from defenders about Aaron Rodgers, he gets rid of the ball so fast. So they're not going to be able to tee up on him. They got to try to make him pat the ball a couple times. That's something to watch for on Thursday night. Can they make him uncomfortable, disrupt his rhythm and timing, even though it's so hard to get to him because he's got the quick release?
So do they try to bulldoze him, or do they try to come around and keep the edges? What's the line doing in this situation?
So to me, Dan, it's hard to come around him because he gets rid of it so fast. So I think the straightest point possible, getting to him, and I think coverage-wise, defensively, your corners, Christian Gonzalez against Garrett Wilson, it's going to be a huge matchup. Just got to be tight coverage because that ball could be coming out quick.
And stop the run.
Got to stop the
run.
With
Hall, Allen, I mean, they're tough.
They're tough to stop the run against, and I do, on the short week, Dan, I do worry a little bit for the Patriots in that area. Just played overtime, and now turning it around quickly a road Thursday game.
The good thing is they're both in the same situation, except the Patriots, like you said, are traveling on the road.
Right.
Jets have their home opener. They'll have a motion, too, as well.